Holy cats, I've been
What it do, it's your boy Iballz, Tack Army Radio. What it do, it's your boy. Anyway, so this is a review video. I haven't done this in a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and review a CD that I should have reviewed a year ago, a little over a year ago when it dropped, but that's my fault. But I'm a slacker and I have the squirrel syndrome. That means when I will sit there, work on a beat, start it up. Oh, video games. Anyway, so I'm gonna review this CD. It is Almond Roca by Awall and Josh Rizeberg. It's a little collaboration CD. There's a lot of those collaboration CDs. Last one I heard was last one he did I think was Beans and Rice. It was Cool Beans and Josh Rizeberg. Anyway, this one is called Almond Roca. Every track, from what I understand, is produced by Tiddy. I like Tiddy. He is a great producer and a great Northwest artist. So this CD consists of 7 tracks bunched into one giant track. It's on joshrizeberg.bandcamp.com. It's a good thing. Like he said, like Josh Rizeberg said, it makes everybody listen to the whole thing, which I understand because a lot of people don't listen to everything. They'll listen like 1 or 2 tracks, then move the fuck on. If it doesn't involve them, they don't care. They won't go to the venue if it doesn't involve them, which is sad. Anyway, back to this. So it's 7 tracks bunched into 21 minutes of one track, which kind of messes me up a little bit because I don't know what track I'm listening to half the time. That's my fault. I apologize. So I might get this wrong. The 7 tracks are 911 Call, Gentrification, Almond Roca, The Luau, Smell of Greatness, Selfish, Selfish, and Back in My Day. It released last year in July. That's my fault. Tiddy did all the beats. The features are E-Tree, Pressurize, Wicked, Ronnie Icewater, and Mac Hussein. It also features, I'm not saying feature, but it said on it, it said Hilltop Build and Destroy. I'm going to give you a little quick little rundown of what that is. But essentially what Josh Rizeberg is trying to do is trying to make people aware of what they're doing to Hilltop. If you've never lived in Hilltop, I lived there back in the early 90s for not very long, it was about a year or 2. But I can honestly say it has changed. And I'm not saying for the better. What he's trying to make people aware of is the fact that people are essentially getting pushed out. The local businesses, the mom and pop stores that people grew up loving, like the little corner stores you should walk to get like Chico sticks and now later and shit like that for a nickel. You know, they're being pushed out by either raising the rent to the point where they can't pay it, or just essentially just pushing them out, not renewing leases, stuff like that. And what's being replaced are these high-rises that are just being pushed everywhere. They're tacky as hell. You know, I go there once in a while now, but I see high-rises and shit that's coming up. It's not what it used to be, and they're pricey as hell. It's bringing rich people in and pushing everybody out. It's turning it bad. It's horrible. But anyway, enough of that. If you want to look it up, Hilltop Build and Destroy, you can Google it, you can look it up, you can hit up Josh Rizeberg. He'll give you all the information you want to know. If you lived in Tacoma your whole life or any surrounding area close by, you know, if you want to know what's going on in your community, Josh Rizeberg is a guy to ask. Back to this. Josh Rizeberg also does, I don't know if he still does, he does hip-hop write-ups for Tacoma Weekly Volcano or something like that. He did a write-up a couple years ago about Tack Army Radio. I really appreciated that. I don't think I ever told you, but I appreciated it, Josh. The man. Back to 911 Call. I found it funny as hell. I'm sorry. It's just a typical overreaction of just I don't know if it was a bystander or a store owner or whatever. It's like There's just people in here. They're rioting. They're talking about gentrification. And Wendell, shut up. Gentrification. It's a track letting you know what's essentially going on under your eyes that you're not paying attention to. It also names off shops, stores, salons, and shit like that that used to be in Hilltop that are no longer there. I'm sure a lot of people don't remember. But anyway, like I said, it's changed a lot since I lived down there. Anyway, the title track, Almond Roca, the luau, Smell of Greatness. I don't know if it was the beat or what, but it was a little off key to me. I don't know if it was the beat that was off key. It's something. It's like I couldn't just bob my head to it. It was messy. I'm not saying it wasn't a good song. I might be getting old in my ears. It was a little messy. Anyway, selfish. Back in my day, that was the one that had Mac Hussein on it. I actually liked it because it was essentially everybody rapping about back in my day. Some good, some bad, but it was a good song. My opinion on this CD is I love Awall style. I love Josh Rizeberg style. Josh Rizeberg is the type of person that will mix political stuff into hip hop and make you open your eyes and make you think. He does a lot of spoken word. If you haven't listened to any of his spoken word, look up Josh Rizeberg on YouTube. The spoken word isn't for everybody. Some of his stuff is very, touchy subjects that a lot of people won't agree with. So I'm not going to get into it because my opinions on certain things might not be his and his might not be mine. Like I said, everybody has their opinion on something, but all I'm saying is this CD is a good CD. It is a solid CD. Always solid stuff coming from Awall, always solid stuff coming from Josh Rizeberg. joshrizeberg.bandcamp.com. If you want to get hooked up with your community, Josh Rizeberg is the person to talk to. You can't call yourself a Northwest hip hop anything, Northwest anything, Tacoma anything, Seattle anything. From Washington to Florida, you can't call yourself deep in your community. You can't call yourself anything. You can't call yourself a local rapper, local this, and this, unless you know what's going on in your community. Okay, if you ain't contributing, you ain't shit. That's just my opinion. But anyway, enough bullshit. Oh yes, Josh Rizeberg, Awall, aka Two Piece, Almond Roca, solid CD. Makes you open up your eyes a little bit on a couple little tracks. But anyway, Hilltop Build and Destroy. Look it up. I'm in Parkland now, but I try to keep up with what's going on in my beautiful Tacoma. I've been here my whole life. But anyway, love you, chicken.
Up in the morning.